Maybe you've heard it said, it's not how you start, but how you finish that matters most. If you've ever been to a school track meet, you've seen this. Some kids shoot off the start line. It looks like they're the ones to beat. But halfway through, as they're starting to get tired, the better runners start to pass them. The better runners finish better. Don't you look at your life and hope that you'll finish well? I mean, I know I do. King Asa of Judah in 2 Chronicles is a classic example of starting well, but finishing poorly. When Asa took the throne in chapter 14, things were off to a great start. He got rid of all the false gods, and the people had peace in the land for 10 years. And then, when war did come to their doorstep, he turned to God for help. He cried out in reliance upon the one true God, and God delivered them. But here's the record scratch moment. At the beginning of chapter 16, Asa uses treasures from the temple to forge an alliance with the king of Aram. And the prophet of God calls him out, saying, "You relied on the king of Aram and did not rely on the Lord your God." In verse 7, he goes on, "You have done foolishly in this, for from now on you will have wars." Verse 9, Asa, you had such a great start. But you know what? Before we pile on, we probably need to take a look in the mirror. Asa's story ends poorly because he shifted from relying on God to relying on his own strategy. And who of us is not guilty of doing the same thing? Whatever you're facing today, are you tempted to try and take matters into your own hands, to trust in your own ability, to put your hope in another person? Together, let's turn back to the one only true worthy God, the one that we trust and have reliance on. You see, Asa had evidence of God's faithfulness in the past. He had no reason to stop trusting God. But we have even more evidence of God's faithfulness, don't we? Because in verse 14, King Asa gets buried in a tomb like all the other kings. But his descendant, our king, King Jesus, walked out of his tomb, guaranteeing for us that our stories too will end well. Let's trust the God who showed his faithfulness to us in Jesus. Because of his faithfulness and because he helps us by his Spirit, we can finish well.